Hello there, hopefully you're having a beautiful day. Like, sub, comment, thanks. Over the last year, well, the last decade, the 2020s, we've been consistently told that there will be a new Sonic game every year. And with Sonic Blitz coming out, is that our Sonic game for the year? Is that the thing that we're supposed to get hyped for? Because if we're supposed to get hyped for that, I'm not very excited. I'm not excited mostly because there's the simple fact that it's a card game, and the card game isn't like Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay? So, there's no reason for me to get excited for that. There's also the fact that we have another project coming out with the Sonic comics called the Sonic X DC Crossover 2, which will focus on Lex Luthor and Eggman, and will be focused on also a egg robo that is created with kryptonite. Let's get this straight. I only read the main series of comics sometime. When I hear that there's like something with the lore significance, I'll buy the issue and I'll see if it's actually worth having around. But like, the issue is that most of the time the Sonic comics aren't actually in continuity except for when they cross over like a Tarchi, instead of being actually continuously canon. The reason why I say this is because they don't reference it in the game. You see, a reference is great when it doesn't matter to the story. So if you're referencing a thing and it doesn't matter to the story of the actual game itself, there's no reason for me to go check it out. But the issue is that most people, when they create video games, want their references to their like extra material to be important, and that's where they have problems. So Sega and Sonic Team just decide that they're not going to reference it at all. So I just don't mess with the comics at that point. And then there's another question. If Sonic Blitz isn't actually the game that we're talking about that's supposed to come out every year, what is that game? Because it hasn't been announced yet, and I don't think there is a game this year. So has Sega objectively lied to all of us? Well, yes, they have. But like, no, they haven't. I guess they didn't say there was going to be a big game every year, but like, looking at the trailer for Sonic Blitz, unless they put like cool characters in there like Sally or Cosmo or Honey the Cat, then I'm not excited. I'm not even interested. I think it's going to flop. I think it's going to end up like Pokemon. A Pokemon card game is only fun because of the characters that you put in there, right? If you're not putting your Charizards in there, if you're not putting your Blastoises, your Venusaurs, your Rowlets, or your Incineroars, nobody's gonna care about that game. All the Sonic characters are developed, but they're not developed enough for me to want to just have them around playing with them as cards. And then you have to make sure that the actual gameplay is interesting. The reason why Yu-Gi-Oh! Is going to be so interesting is because it doesn't have a mana system like games like Magic the Gathering. And it seems like this game isn't going to have that, so there's like a skill floor and a heightened skill ceiling. The skill ceiling when you don't have stuff like mana is way, way, way bigger. Imagine playing Blue Eyes, alright? You have cards like Alternative and you have cards like Jet Dragon, and those cards increase the skill ceiling so high that it's impenetrable for some. But when you add the mana, the gameplay style gets way less interesting. Like, bro, look at how slow this is. This is crazy. So I'm gonna probably put on some Yu-Gi-Oh! Gameplay on the screen, but this game is so fucking slow. It's crazy. I am genuinely flabbergasted by the fact that this game is so slow that I have to literally wait multiple turns to get out my strongest monster. If this was Yu-Gi-Oh! You'd be able to combo like 47 times and then leave your opponent with only like 40 minutes on the clock to respond. And a big thing that they should add is stuff like spell cards, trap cards. This isn't that type of game though. So how long this game is going to last, I don't know, because this seems like just every other game. It literally is just every other game. And this is our game for the year. This is our game for the year unless we get an announcement sometime in the next 3 months, because they only want games to come out between a 9-month to 6-month window, and we still haven't gotten anything yet. Anything at all. This could be the Sonic game that we have for the year. Are you looking at this? Are you seeing this? It's crazy. It's insane. I'm so over it, bro. I'm so over it, bro. Ugh. And then another thing that you have to actually think about is the fact that there's no complexity. As you look at this gameplay, list me like one thing that you see that is is actually complex about the game. There is no real setup. It's a basic numbers game where you are trying to get more points than your opponent by attacking them directly, which is good, but like I'd rather have the life point system because the life point system makes things more complicated. There are no spell cards, there are no trap cards, so there's no setup and there's no way to break boards if they get too powerful. The upside to this game is that this could be a chance for them to bring back characters they haven't used in a long time, and if we bring them back, that means that we can use them in more stuff. So as we bring more and more characters in, we get to use them more and more, and then if they're extremely popular, like we get to use them in ways that are popular to the point that they can't ignore it. Those characters that are extremely popular will start being used more outside of this game. But let's be real, you've been watching this gameplay for like about 2 minutes now. Do you even think that it's even good? I don't think that this gameplay is good at all. I don't think I'm interested in playing this game to actually play the game. I'm interested in getting the cards and looking at the new artwork and renders that they get for the games. So that would be the best part, is just the renders and how the characters are looking in this game. But we know that it's not going to have any real crossover with the game itself.
Put your nose up in these britches. We'll see a deep throat, 0.5 inches. Yeah. I stuck my fingers in. You were hiding.